News 25 is brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, Valley Electric talks rate increase, and Great Basin College looks towards the future. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Electric rates for VEA members are on the rise. It's Monday, February 11th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. CEO of Valley Electric Association Angela Evans spoke to News 25 this morning about the recent announcement concerning rate increases for residential electric customers, internet service, digital phone service, and facility charges.
On Thursday of last week, we announced that there would be an increase in our electric rates for our members. For our residential members, that's an increase of $5 in our facilities charge and an increase in the energy charge, which is, I believe, 1.1 cent. When we think about what that translates to for our members, if you can think about consumption of about 1,000 kilowatt hours per month, that energy charge would translate to, I believe, $9.67 additional.
On your press release, you said that you have exhausted all avenues in trying to prevent this increase in these fees.
Yeah, so since May of 2018, the board has directed me to take a look at our operations and to make sure that things are on track. And so as I delved into that assessment, I found many things for which I've taken back to the board, and we've implemented a lot of solutions to get us back on track. So, for example, we have taken a different stance on utilization of outside contractors and vendors. That is a huge expense for Valley, and we just decided we needed to be more tactical at what we were doing, and so we tailed that off substantially.
You saved quite a bit of money with that, right?
Yeah, not just only with that, but even in the way that we were hiring and filling positions. So we froze positions, and then also for 2018, the employees and including the executive team, nobody received a cost of living increase. So with the changes that we made in 2018, we've reduced $5 million. When we carry that over into 2019, that's another $6 million. So a total savings of about $11 million. Effective February 1st, we changed the pricing for our broadband services. And what we did is we did a market analysis to determine what levels we could tolerate as well as what our subscribers could tolerate. And when we entered the market 2 years ago, we entered at a rate so that we could acquire subscribers. And those rates typically aren't market driven. Now that we've been playing in this arena, we see that the rates that we've established effective May 1st allow us still to offer the best price and also remain competitive.
If people have questions and comments, and I know that there's some district meetings coming up in the annual meeting.
Yes, so in Pahrump, our two district meetings, District 1 is on March 7th, District 6 is on the 12th. And for our other communities, we have those dates posted on our website.
What time are those meetings?
Those meetings, the doors open at 5, and we'll start our meeting at 6.
Right here at the Valley Conference Center?
Yes, right at the Valley Conference Center.
When is the annual meeting?
The annual meeting is on Saturday, the 27th of April.
Right at Pahrump Valley High School?
At the Pahrump Valley High School.
What time's that?
That starts, I believe the doors open at 11. And, you know, we'll go through all of the fun things that we do at an annual meeting. But I believe the remarks from the board and myself will begin at 12 noon.
Well, community members and students attended a town hall meeting hosted by Great Basin College to answer questions and receive input regarding the college.
College of Southern Nevada, and I've been talking to others at UNLV thinking, can't we have shared services? If there is a campus, an institution that might have a program that Pahrump needs, we could do it right away. We don't have to recreate the wheel. So I think that a growth strategy is certainly collaboration, listening to the community, and then doing it. Of course, we're going to grow online, but as you heard a participant today who said, I don't do that kind of thing. So we know face-to-face is also really important for many people, particularly in our older populations, and so we want to be able to facilitate that for everyone. But there are also high school students who can get a degree while they're still in high school. We want to make sure we grow that population, at that opportunity for that population as well.
Some of that is difficult for people with special needs as well.
Yes. Well, I think that as long as we know what the special needs are, we can work with the school district, for example, and still provide access.
For adults as well?
Absolutely for adults.
Are we going to be expanding the campus or moving the campus? Because there's been some talk about that.
Well, we do have almost 300 acres. We know that the community said, let's build, let's do it, and that's what we want to do. So I'm committed to it. Now we're going to look at investors. As I said, we want to make sure that we can say we need a design that's real, that will be take advantage of the geography here, and then from there we can go out and get more investors to get it done.
What types of classes do you have now that are new? I know the machine shop. There's some other classes that you're offering that are practical for getting into a job right away.
Well, there's going to be the social work program, certainly. I think that's really going to grow. Some people right today were saying we need some more basic nursing or medical assistant, that kind of thing. We'll be looking at that. But I also think business and industry really wants to grow. You know, I was just told that up in Elko, we're hiring crews from Pahrump to come and build and to do different things like tile work. And I thought, wow, you come to Pahrump. Yeah, so I know that the business and industry said we still need more things like manufacturing and that we could grow, but also you bring in business and industry if they feel the workforce is here. That's what we have to make sure. What's the right workforce? And then to have those skilled, trained people ready to go to work. We have programs, certificate programs, associate degree, baccalaureate degree, and we can connect with the university for master's degrees because we collaborate on what kind of degrees we will do that will connect with them. So when we talked about the social work program with the emphasis on addiction, that goes right into multiple universities here in Nevada where you can get an advanced degree.
Thank you so much. If people have any more comments or any more questions, they can, of course, contact Great Basin College.
Absolutely. I'm always willing to listen. It's the only way we know what do we need in each community we serve.
Much more news after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, the Postal Service says they are still losing money even after a postage increase. Angela Miles has that and more in today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, negotiators in Congress are hoping to seal a deal that would avoid another government shutdown. President Trump is expected in El Paso, Texas today to talk about a border wall. Last week, the sheriff of El Paso called the president's State of the Union comments about El Paso being a dangerous city before a barrier was built a falsehood. The U.S. Postal Service is still losing money. USPS posted a loss that nearly tripled to $1.5 billion, but mail volume increased and revenue improved by nearly 3% to $19.7 billion. Skechers investors are hopping onto that stock. Sales bounced 11.4% higher in the latest quarter. Skechers are hitting the cool factor in the U.S. and in China. And memorial services begin tomorrow for former U.S. Representative John Dingell of Michigan. He died last week at 92. He was the nation's longest-serving member of Congress.
Thanks so much, Angela. Well, the Nevada Assembly and Senate will be meeting tomorrow in Carson City to discuss a proposal for new legislation requiring background checks on gun sales and transfers between private parties. The joint meeting will look at a new bill to correct an initiative from 2016 approved by voters. Lawmakers say the previous legislation would still allow criminals to purchase guns and avoid background checks by going through unlicensed gun sellers. Senior Care Plus is now accepted at local medical facilities. An event hosted by P3 Health Partners featuring area health professionals was geared at assisting and answering questions to those interested in this healthcare option.
Senior Care Plus is a Medicare Advantage plan. We've been around in the state for over 25 years. We have 20,000 members, and we're here today in Pahrump to let our members know how much we appreciate them and let them know how their plan benefits are working for the year.
Has there been any plan changes?
No, we haven't had any plan changes. This is our first year in Southern Nevada, and we expect to have the same plan benefits going on and making everything come. We just wanted to educate our members on how to utilize the plan and what they need to do throughout the year.
And you get $150 towards 87 glasses that you want each year. It's not every 2 years, it's each year.
So this is part of the Medicare Plan D. Is that that's just implemented right when you pick that plan?
So this is actually Medicare Part C, which is a Medicare Advantage plan, but it does include the Part D prescription drug coverages. So our plan includes all of Medicare Part A, B, and D, all wrapped into one plan, plus things that Medicare doesn't cover.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the coverages. What's some of the highlights?
Some of the highlights, we have $0 copayments for specialists, we have $0 copayments for your primary care, and of course the premium is $0, but we add in things such as a fitness benefit, eyeglass benefit, hearing aid benefit, and dental coverage as well.
If people haven't enrolled in this during the open enrollment period, can they enroll at any time?
During the annual enrollment period is from October 15th through December 7th is the time you would need to enroll. Unless you have a special enrollment period that comes about, then you could either change plans if you move to a new area, etc., or if you had another circumstance come up that gave you a special election.
So the P3 Health Partners, being Reflections and Good Heart Medical, and of course P3 themselves, all came together today to, of course, talk a little bit about the Senior Care Plus plan and also their offices, and they take Senior Care Plus, right?
That is correct. P3 is our partner down here. They are our provider network, so anyone contracted with P3 is in the Senior Care Plus network of care.
Are you also in other offices around town? Are you accepted there too as well?
We do. Our major offices that we have are right here, and they're represented today, but anyone within the P3 network is also within the Senior Care Plus network.
Can you talk about hospital?
Hospital, we are contracted with the UMC Hospital in Las Vegas, but for Senior Care Plus members, if you have an emergency, you can please go to the closest hospital to you, and it'll be covered just like it was in network.
If people missed today and they want to find out more?
If people missed today, you can always go to our website at seniorcareplus.com, or you can give us a call on our customer service line, and we'll be happy to tell you all about it.
We'll be right back with more from News 25.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
A memorial service was held over the weekend for community volunteer Cassandra Selbach, who died last month after battling a long illness. Hundreds of people attended the memorial service held on Saturday at the Pahrump Nugget for community leader and volunteer Cassandra Selbach, who died at the age of 35 on January 23rd here in Pahrump. Selbach leaves behind 2 children, Jonathan and Jacob, and a loving family.
Most of you guys saw that story online of 2 people that she impacted their lives forever. She was sitting there. They prayed with her, she prayed with them, got to share a story.
Cassandra had been battling an autoimmune disease that she was aware was terminal. She had in fact chosen who she would like to have speak at her memorial service. The event began with minister and friend Wes Klauser. followed by Wes Fancher, Ryan Muccio, and ending with her dear friend Matthew King. The public had an opportunity to speak as well.
You know, who here has a person? Like, who's your person? You know? And I'm not just like, not a cheerleader person, not the yes person, but your person that when you need the honest answer, like, you pick up the phone and that's the person that you gotta call. And so for some of you in here, that was probably the same.
Selvak had a blog which many quoted from at the event. The afternoon ended with a meal and several treats that were Cassandra's favorite. In fact, they commented on her sweet tooth and made sure that the crowd had plenty of sugar. There were plenty of pictures on the walls from Cassandra's life here in Pahrump.
I want nothing more than to nurture my kids like a gardener cultivates the soil that will one day bear great fruit. I want to plant the seeds of Christ-like love into the hearts of my children that will foster hope, peace, generosity, a sense of self-worth and value, boldness, righteousness, and a deep love for the Lord.
The most moving moment of the afternoon was from Cassandra's brother, DJ Mills. Mills said that Cassandra made sure to provide everybody else with something to say, except for him. A rock is set to be placed in Simpkins Park with a plaque in honor of Cassandra and the Easter egg hunt that her and her family held there every year for the community to enjoy. That agenda item will be on the next Board of County Commissioners meeting. And Clark County's first government surplus auction of 2019 will be held at 8 a.m. on Saturday, March 2nd at 4320 Stephanie Street off Flamingo Road near Dog Fanciers Park in Las Vegas. The auctions, held 3 times a year, featured items used or acquired by area police and government agencies, including cars, trucks, computers, office equipment, electronics, and other lost and found items from McCarran International Airport. For more information, go to tntauctions.com.
News 46 WeatherCam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, let's take a look outside on that Glenn Lerner WeatherCam. It was crazy last night, a little bit of snow here in the valley. We'll have your forecast with Michael Donahue after this break.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Pahrump Rental and Do It Best Hardware, your friendly small town hardware store. Shop small, shop local.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue. Today's highs. In Pahrump and Amargosa, it's 51 degrees, 62 in Death Valley, 47 in Beatty, 36 in Goldfield, 31 in Tonopah, and 39 and 40 in Fernley and Fallon. For tonight, 28 degrees in Pahrump, 27 in Amargosa, 36 in Death Valley, 25 in Beatty, very cold in Goldfield at 13 degrees, 12 in Tonopah, 17 in Fallon, and 18 in Fernley. It's getting really chilly over there. So tonight in Pahrump, clear skies, a low of 28 degrees, or average is 35, sunset at 5:21 p.m., winds out of the southeast at 6 miles per hour, gusts up to 8, and 44% humidity. For tomorrow, mostly partly cloudy skies, a high of 58, a low of 42, sunrise at 6:34 a.m., winds out of the south at 8 miles per hour, gusts up to 13, and our humidity at 24%. Looking ahead to our 7-day, cloudy skies all throughout the week with a 50% chance of rain on Wednesday. Temperature-wise, we're just going to be mainly in that 50-degree bracket all week long. We're just going to be between 49 and 59 degrees with the peaking on Friday. Our overnights, we're going to kind of split the week in half. Tomorrow through Friday, we're going to be down in that 40-degree range, just between 40 and 47 degrees. Then for the weekend through next Monday, we're going to drop down into those 30s, just between 30 and 39. So with that, we now send it back to the desk with Deanna.
Thanks so much, Michael. Well, maybe more rain. I know that we have an upcoming interview with the scientists from the Desert Research Institute concerning the cloud seeding program, so that'll be something interesting to hear about. And if you have not picked up channel 25.1 through 25.7, you need to rescan your TV because we've increased our signal. And if you're having problems with that, you can give Vern a call, 775-209-3824, to learn how to rescan your TV. You can even call the office at 775-727-9400, extension 201. And if you're watching us on Facebook and YouTube or listening to us on Ace Country Radio and you want to get free local TV, give us a call at that same number, 775-727-9400, extension 201. You just need a digital antenna and you can pick up all the free digital channels, even Vegas channels, and still keep your satellite. So if you're having problems rescanning, give us a call and we'll, of course, walk you through that. And if we need to come out, we'll do that as well. Well, that's going to wrap up Monday's edition of News 25 from all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio 103.1 FM. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.